The Adelaide Strikers will be playing for pride when they take on the Sydney Thunder in a Big Bash League encounter that will be hosted on Wednesday in Sydney. And I'm Suneer Chowdhary here for the World Cricket Chat, previewing and analysing this game. With me, like always, is Shruti Chopra. Hi, Shruti.
Hi, Suneer.
It's been quite a close Big Bash League season, Shruti, so far, with just 5 games still remaining, and this is 2 days before the match that we are previewing. 7 of the 8 teams are still in hunt to make it to the finals or the last four stage. Sydney Thunder, with 6 points from 7 games, are one of the 7 teams, but they'll still remain in the hunt only if they can win this game against the struggling Strikers. Given how the competition has panned out so far, if there's one team that might even relish this situation, it's the Sydney Thunder. Having won the title last year, a lot was expected out of them this season, but they started out in a not so great fashion with 4 successive defeats, which might have been enough to send most sides in a tizzy. Thunder, however, are made of sterner stuff. They have come back extremely well and carved out 3 wins in a row to give themselves this qualification chance. Shruti, how do you see the Thunder doing in this match?
I'm expecting Sydney Thunder to take a little time to settle into the game. As they do this, they will find their initial batting lacking in a little direction. But as the innings progresses, Thunder's batting really picks up, gets aggressive, and we may even see one exceptional innings coming through. On the other hand, the bowlers may not take much time to be on the money. I find them to be clear in their thought process, which does allow them to execute their plans well. What helps most is Watson's captaincy, which should be flexible, although he should be a little wary of getting complacent there in the end.
Interesting, you spoke about that one innings that we might see in the Thunder innings because after those 4 matches that I was speaking about that they lost,
Hmm.
Thunder's resurrection came in the fifth game against the Stars when Oni Morgan's 71, that included a last ball six, sealed a close win for them, after which they have won their next 2 games. So it was that kind of innings that we can probably look from Thunder again, according to you, Shruti. Uh, that innings of his was followed by 2 wins that I was speaking about, and those 2 wins came in one-sided games. They won with 19 balls and 60 balls to spare, respectively. Now
Wow.
Morgan is no longer with the team, obviously having left the Aussie shores to fly and face some Indian pounding in ODIs and T20s. But the likes of Carlos Brathwaite, James Vince, and Shane Watson are carrying on his good work. Brathwaite, especially, has raised the buzz around the Thunder team with his funky celebration, the DAP celebration, and the team seems to have taken well to him, Shruti.
Yes, finally that celebration has come into cricket there.
Yeah, it has. It's been there for some time. In fact, we saw Umar Akmal have his own variation of that celebration last year. But yes, it's come into the Big Bash League for sure. Moving on to the strikers, the Brad Hodge-led strikers have had a tournament to forget with just 2 wins from 7 matches. Adelaide are the only team to have no chance of making the BBL finals this season now, and that is bound to sting Hodge, who might have played his last tournament in the Big Bash League. And it's not like they haven't had their chances. In at least 3 games, including their previous one against the Melbourne Renegades, the Strikers could have notched up full points had they finished slightly better. But in the end, they went down and lost out. You said such promising things about the Sydney Thunder, Shruti. What chance do the Strikers have?
Well, chances always exist. In fact, the strikers are out there to compete, which is why we should see a hard fought contest. But if I'm to compare, I do find them unable to match the Thunders with their batting. Although well thought out and planned, it lacks consistency and may not be able to reach the same level of aggression. Sadly, the bowlers may not do much wrong themselves and will even bowl well in pairs. But again, the Thunders will understand how to create their own opportunities. Brad Hodge will need to take a lot more risks to achieve results on the field. If he does, this could be an interesting watch.
Brad Hodge does need some risk on the field as a captain, but what he also needs, I think, is a better showing from Kyron Pollard, who has clearly been off the boil in the tournament. In the 7 games that Pollard has played, he's made less than 100 runs, which is not expected out of a hard hitting batsman down the order like him. And while he has picked up a few wickets, his batting has left a lot to be desired. So that's the one place that the Adelaide Strikers have struggled throughout the tournament. Moving on to the prediction, Shruti, Which team do you think will win this? Will it be the Sydney Thunder winning their fourth game and getting themselves a chance to make it to the finals, or will Strikers end their tournament on a high?
Well, I'm sure it's not too hard to guess who I'm going with. It's Terror Advantage Sydney Thunders for me. Let's hope my BBL prediction drought ends with this game, Sunir. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the Thunder too. I think Thunder know that they are still in with a chance to make it to the finals, and they will go all out against a team that has nothing to gain out of this match. So when you are in that kind of a situation, probably the other team ends up having the edge. A team that has all to play for, and so I'll go in with Thunder as well, Shruti.
Great, so we're on the same side.
Yep, we are Shruti.
That's it for today, and we'll be back super soon with our preview on the second ODI between India and England. Watch this space for that. In the meantime, do subscribe to our channel and do follow us on Twitter at World Crick Chat. Bye bye.